Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Silent breed is people!
One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
E.T. Phone home.
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
We got them, John and Dan, the guys at the end of the bench. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. What was probably the perfect sports person weekend. One of the best, top 10 of the year, I'll give you that for sure. Permission.
Well, the year is young, but yes,
Okay.
I'll agree.
Permission to expound on a personal note. So Friday I got to golf. That always starts a week on very nice. We went out golf and had a decent time. Saturday, a friend who I haven't seen for quite some time moved out of the state, was coming back for a visit, asked maybe we get together. We took a couple cigars out in the garage, possibly an adult beverage, and some cigars, and we watched the moving day of the Masters. Just a lovely day. Garage door open. It was gorgeous outside. A little windy. That's why no golfing. Great Masters, and it set up a Sunday. Now, he bolts. The wife has nothing going on. I want to watch a movie. Now, you watch a movie. I've got this day set up, and I head out to the garage. You have your Minnesota Twins playing, right? Got to see how they're going to do. You have your Timberwolves playing, who would whether they're in or out. Then you got the Golden State Warriors, and there's like 3-foot basketball games that all matter whether we're in the tournament or not, and how it all works. So I got to be watching that. And then what could be the greatest 5 hours of Masters television, the ups and downs, roller coaster. This thumb, you might notice this little peaked today. The remote control is on fire going back and forth. Commercial break. Go to the next one. I came up with a great idea, John. You know, we need a guy who's in electronics. Right now, my remote can go back and forth from the last channel to the last channel again. You know, one button, go back.
Right.
I need that to be able to do that for 4 channels, the last 4. Bing, bing, bang, then go back through it again. Because I could only go back to the last one, then I had to dial in the next one. It was a little complicated.
Here's what you do, Al.
Okay, give it to me, John.
You buy another universal remote and program that. So then you got 2 channels on that one and 2 on the other. You just got to keep straight which ones are which.
No, wait a minute. So you're telling me it isn't the TV that knows what happens. It was the remote control?
The TV just does what it's told to do.
Dan's smiling. Did you know that? I'm $19 in a universal remote away from doing this? Okay.
I'm seeing the old gunslinger.
Oh, what a great day. Let's discuss, I don't know if you guys are big Masters guys. That was one of the funnest Masters in a long time. The rundown.
The playoff was amazing. Yeah.
McIlroy's in the lead, well into the lead, and then within 3-4 holes, he's now no longer. DeChambeau is in the lead, and then DeChambeau, he fizzled. I think he'll tell you he fizzled. McIlroy gets himself back up to a 2-3 point lead, has a terrible 18th hole. All he had to do is par the darn thing, and he wins. Misses a 2-footer. Now he and Rose, who came out of nowhere, 5 back, he came in and posted a great score. He gets into the playoff, and Rory hits what can only be 2 best shots I've seen in a row, the drive and then a little pitching iron to 2 feet. Had the exact same putt to win it. He did it. Cries like a baby when it's all done. Yeah. And everybody loved him for it. Did you see it, Dan?
Oh, yeah. I did. That was a nice moment to see Rory just like, hey, he finally did it. So he was
John, he was at a point when he had gotten to 3 of the 4 for the Grand Slam. He was pretty cocky pretty early on, and people stopped liking Rory. Yesterday, my friend and I text him falling to the ground, crying to get his ultimate goal and thanking the crowd. Unlimited checks coming his way. He will absolutely port. Everybody loves Rory McIlroy right now. Sign the contract.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And well deserved. Right. I mean, yeah, the last round was shaky for him, but he played really great golf through the tournament, right? I mean, a couple of 66s in a row there. He's part of that elite club. There's only 6 other guys that have that Grand Slam. And Tiger Woods congratulated him, and Jack Nicklaus and the other guys. And It's pretty neat. And plus, he was probably sweating his age, because when you start getting up there, the chances of winning a major like that, start to fade. Even golfers age. They age better than some other athletes, but if you don't accomplish this stuff before you're 40, your chances of doing it are probably pretty slim.
No, it's a good point. I just want to throw out, because I think these numbers are staggering. Rory made $4.2 million for the weekend. Second place, 2.3. So that's a good jump. Next place, 1 point something, 1.4. Fourth place, $1 million. You can come in fourth place, walk away with $1 million cash, $10 million in the top 4 spots. Maybe I'd cry a little too. I think if I won, I'd cry too.
Dang it! I only got $1 million out of this.
I think my club championship, if you won your division's like $250, and then if you get a skin, I mean, it's like, and then if you win, you got to pay everybody at the clubhouse a beverage. You walk home about $12 short. It's okay. It's not as funny. My life is nothing.
So does the guy who win the Masters buy a drink for everybody on the tour? I mean,
I don't know why you would not. Heck yes. Everyone on the tour, you just put tokens in your pocket, and next course they buy these guys a drink. Why would you not? I'm the Masters guy. I would. Oh yeah, just rubbing their face. All right, let's. Can we get to the NBA before? Yeah, we'll do. Now let's do Twins first. Let's just do Twins quick. So the NBA, there's so much to talk about. Your Minnesota Twins. Good game yesterday. I'll be quite frank. I actually quite enjoyed it, but they're still losing 2 games every one they win, as they sit 5-11, 4.5 games out after 16 games. I'll start with you, Dan, because I'm looking you in the eye. What's got to change? What's got to change?
Well, I think I think the first move was pretty good, and that is you bringing Brooks back and setting Miranda down. So it's there's some personnel, but it's not Miranda's fault. The whole thing, the team is not playing well. I think the big thing's got to change. I think big difference is when Buck is providing energy. When Buxton's there providing energy, so he's got to keep him hot, because when he's not even just hot, he just has to be there providing energy. He just has to he's steal a base, hit a double, make a great catch. Because it seems like the team is kind of. They were talking about it in the Friday night broadcast, on the Apple broadcast, about they just seem to be quiet. They just seem to be the whole day. The dugout just seems to be kind of they're kind of in that, what are we gonna do to lose it this time? Kind of frame of mind. And and that's Rocco is everyone tells me that Rocco is a big rah guy behind the scenes. He just doesn't like to show it publicly. But I don't know. There's got to be something just to kick these guys in the butt, to get them just to get a little more energy out of it.
John, I hear Dan telling you that all he thinks the team needs is that stupid fishing jacket if you get a home run, and we're back at it. Is that all we need? Little remedy.
Well, haven't you seen the Spartan helmet?
All that stuff. It's 5th grade crap. I hate it that they do that. But okay, go ahead. Sorry.
There's 2 things that have concerned me, and I'm going to be more negative than Dan. I'm not going to be very Minnesotan here.
Uh-oh.
The top of the lineup sucks.
So
all right?
Yep.
Buck has done a couple things the last couple of games here where he's looking more like himself, but Correa and Wallner and Larnack, they're 0 for something, they're not 0, they all got a hit now, but they're struggling. And I mean, you expect the starters to get up there, and 1 out of the 4 guys to do something at least, because that sort of sets things up for the rest of the team. And then the starting pitching remains a big concern for me.
Oh, yeah.
Big concern for me, and we don't have time to go in. And here's the other thing that I noticed.
Okay, good.
We got 3 guys with hamstring injuries. I think 1 in the minor leagues and 2 in the major. What are the trainers doing about prepping these guys' hammies?
Well, we can't talk about it on radio, John. You'd have to have music. Wonka wah, wonka wonka wah. Let me do this quick. Here's the numbers.
Know what a stretch?
These are professional athletes with possible treasure. Here are numbers I want to give you. 1, we go down 0, 1, and 1. In the last 4 games that we've won, that is the number of runs we've given up. The ones we lose, 4-7-3, 4-9-6. It would seem either we're going to pitch well or it's over. We can't score enough to win. You know what I'm saying? Those are the numbers. Yeah. Those are the differences. They're not even close.
I mean, the 3-run game, you should win those more than half the time. If the pitchers give up, and they should win that 70% of the time. The 4-run game should be about 50-50. But 9-6, yeah, no. But even then, it's like they should, we need enough offense to be 50-50 on those 4-run games. But
and we'd be halfway up the league. That's right. All right, let's go to break real quick. We got the NBA, lots to talk about. We'll do that with the guys at the end of the bench right here, John and Dan.
There are many ways to explore Alexandria. Some like to experience the outdoors and all the fun winter in Minnesota can provide. Pick your favorite way to get in touch with nature. Others like to explore downtown in the warm comfort of a boutique or gathered around a table with friends. You can do all of that or relax and do nothing at all. Come explore Alexandria. Start planning at explorealex.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
Amongst friends, the Al Travis Show. Nothing but talk.
And we've got them, John and Dan, the guys at the end of the bench, talking all things. Let's talk NBA. The Wolves, although having a nice game yesterday, nothing complaining against playing a crappy team. They are so lucky the way the games fell because there are 3 or 4 teams all knotted up going into this thing. And in fact, the third team in the Lakers have a 18 games behind loss record. So do the Nuggets, so do the Clippers, Minnesota at 19, and then Golden State and Memphis all at 20. 2 games separate six teams in this playoff thing, so it depended who beat who, yada, yada. Minnesota gets in. You excited, Dan, about taking on the Lakers? I don't know. I'd rather have the Nuggets.
Yeah, I would absolutely rather have the Nuggets. That's no question. But, they're in. They have their own. They get a little more time off.
Yeah.
They have their destiny, but no, I'm not expecting a big run. I'm not expecting a big.
You're not. We'll get it on Friday in depth, but you don't think they beat the Lakers, or you're not saying not a big run? We could win one series. We play Saturday, and we're going to miss a lot of those games. 8:30 at night. Good God.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but you bring that up. That's right. Now it's going to be all these it's all the late season games on the West Coast where it's like, why are the Wolves game always starting at 9:00?
I love my wife. I love my wife, but I'm pretty sure when I tell her I tape the game Saturday night and I want to get up and watch it Sunday morning, which by the way would be Easter Sunday, so I'm missing church. That's not going to happen. I mean, I can try a lot of things. John, would you be able to pull that one off? I can't go to Easter Sunday. I'm watching the Wolves taped game. Yeah.
That might be a little tough.
I think I'm pretty good at my life, but I'm not that good. Your thoughts, Dan, or John, they're in the playoffs. They made it to 6. That was really my hope going into the season, that they weren't going to have to play in a play-in game. But it's all because other teams lost in the right order. I don't think they deserved much.
Well, they played pretty well coming down the stretch, right? There were a couple of hiccups there, but they pulled together. I mean, Gobert, who I know you don't like, has been something of a monster the last few games. And I've always maintained that they can hang with anybody in the league if they got all the guns going at once, which they have. So they can beat the Lakers.
Okay.
But it's a question of if they show up ready.
Well, that's true.
And we've seen that all year. If they have one of these clunker first quarters, or, where they only get like 16 points or something, or they fall apart in the fourth quarter and let a team come from 15 or 16 down, well, it's going to be a quick exit. But the rest should do them good. It's nice to have the break.
But
they don't have to travel.
We'll be playing the Lakers the same way. Here's my point. Here's mine. You got Luka Doncic now with the Lakers. This is your Lakers of old. Now, you're going to put Luka up against Gobert. I know you told me I hate him, which hate is a bad word, but it probably fits. You're going to put him up against the number one player in possibly all of basketball? Well, we have a matchup problem.
You got
Think
to.
about Luka.
I mean, you got.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Luka's not fast. Luka's not fast. So that's that helps. So you can keep up. But yeah. But,
that's the best you got. He's the best player in basketball, but he's not fast. Okay, he shoots over your eye. I don't know how he makes it happen.
He wasn't the best player in basketball until he got traded. So he was having a very kind of for his purposes, he was having kind of a
pedestrian
mediocre season. Yeah,
that's true.
But he doesn't scare me as much as he used to, though. No.
That'll be fun. I will stay up late to watch it. Let's just go through the games that are coming up here before we get you guys back on. The games I don't think I would ever even watch, John. Kings and Mavericks would not interest me in the least. Probably won't watch it. I'll fill it in later because they're going to lose to the Thunder. But I want to watch the Warriors and the Grizzlies. The Warriors, great overtime loss yesterday. Again, staying out in the garage, watching, smoking an extra cigar. Overtime loss, great ball game. I think Warriors, if they get in this thing, they got a lot to. I mean, I think they can take the Rockets in a series. They worry me. I'll watch that game. Your thought, John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll watch it or not. I haven't looked at the play-in schedule, but yeah, they're an interesting team. And out of the ones in that group that are all kind of playing in, they're probably the team I would put the money on to move forward.
Yeah. Dan, your thoughts on that? Prue?
Yeah, I look at that. I look at that team and still got to wonder, why are they in the play-ins? They seem like they should be much, much better than that. And I'm not talking about, I'm not saying, look at Steph is Steph of 7 years ago. He's not the same guy, but he still is Steph. He's still. They got
Butler too late, Dan. They got Butler too late. Since that kid's come on the team, this team was looking to try to be in the play-in tournament. He's changed them. That's a fun game.
He re-energized them. Yeah, he did re-energize them. So I think they are definitely a team to look out for. They're because they're going to have a lower seed than they should have, or at least in their current talent level shows.
Yeah.
And so that'll be that could be fun.
Anything on the other side? We have the Bulls and the Heat, 2 sub-500 teams. Again, I would not watch this to save my soul. The Cavaliers will kill them. On the other side, there's Magic 41-41 and the Hawks at sub-0. They're 40-42. The West is so much better than the East, just team-wise. I wouldn't watch either of these ball games. Dan?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, the Cavs are a great team.
Excited about those.
Cavs are great. But everybody else is just kind of, yeah.
And don't care. John, yours real quick, your thought on any of you staying and watching any of those games?
Not from the other conference. I probably won't waste too much time.
When you're sitting here, you're 37-45. That's your season record, and you're playing to get in. I'm like, shouldn't we say it's a play-in tournament if you have a above average record or something?
I got the Twins back. I'll be watching the Mets.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, I got to fly. We're out of time. John, Dan, thank you guys very much for coming on. We'll get you guys back in here on Friday. Fair enough?
All right.
Too much to talk about today. Lots of sports.
Bye.